Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm Jeanette, your wellness coach. And today in this video, we're going to talk about what type of fear is holding you back. Now, fear gets a bad rep. Fear is something nobody wants to feel. But fear actually has a great purpose. There are two types of fear. One that is immediate. That fear that, oh my God, somebody's attacking me. Oh my God, something's happening to me. Oh my God, I got to do something. And that's where your 3 F's come in. You either fly, meaning you flight, you run away, you freeze, you do nothing, or you fight. And that's the immediate fear. And that fear is meant to protect you. The other part of that fear is if you're walking and you, close to the edge, that fear of, oh my God, I need to get back because I could fall over and fall off the edge, that fear is also protecting you. So fear isn't all bad. It's just a matter of the type of fear, the kind of fear. So the immediate fear, it's not that that's great because nobody wants to be afraid. Nobody wants to have to be fighting for their lives or running away or anything. That's not what we want, but it is a protection mode for us. The other kind of fear is the fear that can be very destructive on so many levels. It can be destructive on a mental level and a physical level. And that fear is fear of the unknown, of the potential future, not the potential future, but the potential unknown, fear of the future. What's going to happen? What if this happens? And it's all the what ifs. Those what ifs can really, they can take us down one of two paths. What if things are great? What if this turns out terrible? But it's that fear. And that's the fear that I want to talk to you about, because that fear is the fear we want to watch out for, the fear we want to kind of get a handle on and make sure that it's not taking over. Now, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, that fear took over. And you better believe, the funny thing is that fear of getting breast cancer wasn't ever on my worry of, oh, hey, I wonder if someday, because I didn't have a history of it, there was no setup or anything. And so it was never a fear, which is funny. Another funny thing is a lot of things we do tend to worry and are afraid about are things that don't even really ever come to pass, thankfully. But when I got that diagnosis, all of a sudden, all this fear came over me. And I was afraid of what was going to happen. Was I going to look sickly? Was I going to be able to, was I going to live? I mean, honestly, that thought did cross my mind. Was I going to make it out of this alive? Was I going to be in a lot of pain when I had to go through procedures? How many treatments would I need? All these different fears of my unknown, potential future. And I couldn't answer any of those because I wasn't in that moment. It wasn't happening to me then. And that's the reality is, how can you handle something that's going to happen in the future when you really don't know how it's going to play out? We don't know all of the different kind of variables that could happen in that situation. And that, I'd love to say that just by thinking that, oh, hey, well, I don't know how it's going to handle or how it's going to turn out, that you can turn off your fear, because it's something that we've grown up with holding on to. It's a learned habit that we've had all our lives. Things have happened to us in our past, and then we carry that fear with us and we tuck that away and we're like, oh, we'll carry this one. And then another thing happens to us, something other, maybe not always life-altering or traumatic, but enough that we're like, yeah, we're going to take that one and put that away with us. And so we're carrying around all this luggage from our past, and we bring it into our today and carry it forward and project it into our future. And so when we can kind of recognize that this is happening, that's when we can kind of take back our control of how we want to shift and move forward. It's only at that point can we start to feel the calm. So when I had my first chemo treatment, I was so scared. I was so scared of, oh my God, what's going to happen to me through the chemo? Am I going to be sick? I had prepared all day long. I had all sorts of things all set up for me. And that was all I could do. That was the only thing I could take control over was, what was I going to have to eat when I got home, how I was going to feel, what was going to happen when I was there. But once I showed up and I sat in the chair and I looked around me and I saw all the other people that were there with me, that were in the same situation, maybe not going through breast cancer, but they were going through a treatment that was probably very scary for them too. Knowing that I wasn't alone helped me. My husband being there helped me. Talking to the nurse and just kind of having that interaction, and he comes up to me, the nurse comes up to me and he says, well, would you like something to help you to relax? And I'm like, yes, please, because I don't want to be here and I want to feel more relaxed. And, and I laughed and I joked, because that's what I do when I'm nervous, is I laugh and I joke. I mean, I laugh and I joke because I like to laugh and joke because it's funny and it's fun, and I'd rather laugh and joke than not. But in those situations, I do it because I'm nervous. And so when he gave me something through my IV to help me to relax, I did relax. I calmed down, I relaxed, and what happened was my thoughts kind of quieted down. We don't realize how powerful our thoughts are because the thoughts, when they happen, they make it real. I was playing my son's VR, and in the game, I was in this zombie land, and I was supposed to fight the zombies. Well, I'm not very coordinated with the whole game and trying to, load up your gun and do this and do that. And I'm like, oh, what do I do? Well, I wasn't paying attention, and there was a zombie right to me, and I turned and he was right there. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, he's killing me. And I'm literally was yelling, he's killing me, he's killing me. And my son was right there in the room with me, watching me play the game. As soon as the zombie had killed me, I took the VR goggles off and I'm like, okay, whew. I need to take a break, because my body was so amped up, because I was scared in that moment, because my brain was like, oh my God, this is really happening. And I was in that fight or flight mode, and I was trying to fight and I was trying to flight. Thankfully, I kind of froze too. So, if I'm being honest, but it was real. And our thoughts, our body doesn't realize that it's not real. So be so careful as to where you're bringing your thoughts and how far into the future, and all the what ifs of, are they helping you? Are they hurting you? And that's where you start to gain control, because only when you are in that moment will you ever know how you're going to handle that moment. No matter what the situation, only in that moment will you know, how am I going to show up? And you get to decide. You get to choose. Yes, it may be a little bit more challenging when it's such a challenging moment, because you have all these emotions, but take a breath and decide, how do I want to show up? How do I want to show up today? Because only in this moment can I decide how to move forward and what I want to do. We can't choose the hand that we're dealt in life. Life deals us crap hands sometimes. We can't ever choose that. But we can choose how we play out that hand and how we show up. And that will help you to kind of recognize your fear, rein it in, and gain control of where you are and where you want to be, and ultimately bring the calm into your life. And that really is what helps you to not feel so paralyzed with fear. Be mindful, be in the present moment, and decide, how do you want to play out your hand? How do you want to show up? You do have control of that, and that's all you have control over. I'd like to say you have control over everything else, but you don't. You have control over you. Anyways, you guys, I hope this video helped you. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, if it helped you. If you are somebody on that breast cancer journey and would like some help, if you're struggling to move past that fear, I am a wellness coach, and I do specialize in helping breast cancer warriors to move from just surviving to thriving. And I'd love to talk to you. I'm going to put that link below, and we'll have it's a free wellness consultation call. And also I have a private Facebook group that offers support through the breast cancer journey as well. And once a month, we meet virtually on Zoom to offer more support. I'll put that link below as well. Have a wonderful day, and turn on the notification bell, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video, which I'm going to post once a week. So make sure that bell's on. I'll catch you next time. Love and positive energy to you always. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video. If you are someone who is on that breast cancer journey and would like some more support, check out this video and check out this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.